keeping it tight into the wind. I guess this could be the theme of the next 40 minutes.
Well, it's crucial that whoever won the toss is going to be a big decision, because the weather conditions are changing here all the time. It was actually worse probably an hour ago. There's a very blustery, squally wind, but at the moment it's not too bad.
Well, the first ball goes to the hand there of an Ulster player. There's Humphries. The youngster Spence, Daniele. He'll be keen to get his hands on the ball. He hasn't perhaps been at his best in recent weeks. Ferris. There's Pinar. There's Humphries again. Out to Spence. That's Ngwenya coming across. Ngwenya, there was a cloud over him over the course of the week, but he trained yesterday in the tackle from Marcelo Bosch, the Argentine international.
Well, in the last couple of minutes, that
in the final week. Well, look at that hang up in the wind. And Ian Humphries, who came into this game as the most accurate kicker in the Heineken Cup this season. Well, he misses his first chance, but you get some idea there of the strength of that wind. That was Trimble to Vandenberg. Vandenberg, who looking straight into the eyes of a fellow South African there, Edward Coetzee. Humphries. Ferris, straight into Harry-Nordique. Pinar. There's the fullback, Adam Darcy, who's made the 15 jersey his own. Tui just bumping off Bosch, and Bosch has stayed down. Ferris to BJ Boerta, and Bosch is looking like a boxer flat out on the canvas at the moment, out of picture, and play has been stopped. Switch codes. So it's best. There's Tui. And there's Best with the ball tucked underneath his arm. Referee playing advantage here to Ulster. They've certainly come out of the blocks quickest. That was Falloon. Pinar. Wallace looking for the offload. Spence was on his shoulder, but the referee's going to come back for the penalty.
Well, I think from this sort of distance inside the 22, probably want to try and get 3 points if you can. But Pinar maybe might go into the corner. I think they're almost writing off the chances of getting any points through the boot. Just keep the pressure on. The maul from that line-out was exceptional. As you say, Martin, there's only one team that has come out of the changing rooms with any sort of attitude in this opening 6 minutes.
Well, I was chatting to Jack Isaac, a member of the Biarritz coaching staff, before they get under the way. And he said that perhaps their 10-try demolition of Agen was not necessarily the perfect preparation for an occasion like this. He said he'd be fairly happy with the conditions here. Plenty of wind and rain. Daniele's underneath it. Confident catch to Ferris, who works up ahead of steam. Good tackle. Rafael Lacafio was part of that. There's Humphries to Trimble. Trimble, who scored one of the 2 tries for Ulster in the reverse fixture down at Stade Aguilera. And it's another penalty awarded by Nigel Owens against the men from Biarritz. There's Paddy Wallace. Pinar. Good hands from Humphries. Oh, and the pass out to Nevin Spence. Not despite signing a contract extension this week. He's on the bench. Jean-Pascal Barat, good youngster, just 20, not included in the Heineken Cup squad. There's Wallace. Nevin Spence. Inside the Biarritz 22, though, there's Vandenberg. And Vandenberg being shepherded out by the new man, Michael Bond. Through. There's the high bomb for Adam Darcy. And that will do wonders for the confidence.
Backwards.
Pinar. There's Tui just bumping off Tranier. Pinar again to Humphries. Through comes Nevin Spence, but that was well read by the defence. But Ulster are controlling things, playing into the wind in this first 40. Humphries, Vandenberg. Good tackle from Yashvili. There's Tom Court, the former shot putter.
Roll away, Black!
Advantage again being played against Biarritz, and Ruan Pinar's on his way, but Nigel Owens has shown the yellow card. And Eric Lund, well, I told you there was a warning a bit earlier, and this will be a very important 10 minutes for both sides.
Getting
square, shoulders out, crouch.
Right, well, we've got it sorted at long last.
Pause, engage. In 9.
Pinar with a put-in. Well, the two front rows are crashed to the turf.
White down.
And it's Ulster who are penalised, so
White down.
a chance here for Dimitri Yashvili. Yashvili, whose kicking stats are pretty strong so far this season.
And must have been the far side with BJ Boda hitting the ground first. And that'll be an interesting tussle in the front row as well. Both sides very strong in that area.
Yeah, we look at the two kickers today. Ian Humphries now 14 out of 16 successes in the Heineken Cup. Dimitri Yashvili going into this game 19 from 22, so his percentages in the high 80s. There you go, 86%. Two of the best in the business.
22 minutes to go. Okay, I'll come around your side as well.
Well, it's a chance he knew he had to take. And then
Him to put the ball in the air and down the pitch, putting try under pressure, really deep in his own dead ball area.
Johan Muller that time. Muller's a terrific leader. He calls so many of the shots in the back there, despite the fact his captain Rory Best is at hooker. And it's Rory Best with the ball underneath his left arm there. There he is. Yashvili read it well though. But there's the ball for Ulster. Pinar.
Push back.
Tom Court that time was the battering ram. There's BJ Buerta.
Release, right, let it come, right, let it come.
The rain coming down here at Ravenhill, but Ulster are penalised. The ball well, it is an occasion of the like we haven't seen for quite a while at Ravenhill. 12 years since Ulster won the title. Since then, they have yet to go through the pool phase. There are the two locks there, Tui and Muller.
Come back, White, come back, free, go back, get back.
Pinar, a little grubber through with the right foot. Across comes Haylett Petty. Well, Petty in the end did pretty well there. He's taken play just outside the 22. Forward goes Benoit Auguste. Auguste, who remains a one-cap wonder for France, and at the age of 34, I guess it's unlikely he will ever add to that total.
Away one.
Well, this is the sort of game we were expecting from Biarritz. I guess you'd say more so, though, in the second half than the first. They're playing with the wind, remember that. Biarritz lead by 3 points to 0.
But every now and again, he also has seemed to lack a little bit of urgency, but you hope these class players in the big games that they produce the big performances, and Pinar so far has been excellent in the game.
Willie Falloon, the option at the front of that line now. That's the halfway line. The rain just driving straight from left to right as you watch. But Ulster have got through the first half hour, playing into that wind and rain.
Release.
And they will be reasonably satisfied. Humphries, there's Trimble, Nevin Spence.
Hands on.
There's the captain, Best, going through the tackle of Jerome Tillon, who earns his 50th cap for France over the course of the autumn. Humphries, Trimble, putting Danieli through again, but Damien Try called, just caught him.
Release.
And the rain is coming down harder and harder. The cross kick from Wallace. There's a chance here. Sprinting there is Tui, just flips the ball inside. Darcy with a hack ahead. Back goes Bolshaw again. The ball is loose. And Haylett Petty was also onto it. But the referee, Nigel Owens, is going to send this one up to Derek Bevan. Adam Darcy was in on it, but Ian Bolshaw once again right in the thick of it.
Well, there was nothing conservative about this. It was all improvised play. And I don't think that, I think slipped behind Bolshaw and also slipped behind Darcy there. And Bolshaw again coming to the rescue, because if he doesn't make it there, and Darcy is pouncing on that ball.
Well, now we've got a different view here. Well, that's Bolshaw and Darcy. That's Haylett Petty coming through. And in the end, is the important touch that of Haylett Petty.
Hello, Derek.
Well, the rain is lashing down now.
Okay, thank you. No try. Knock on white. Scrum. Back ball. Pause. Engage.
As Pinar fitting it into Vandenberg.
Ruck is called. Back.
There's Best, the captain.
On your feet, please.
Threatening the Biarritz line again.
Away, Black.
4 minutes to go to half-time.
No killers. Come back, 5.
There's Willie Falloon.
Stay on your feet, please. Good.
Nevin Spence,
Oh,
who in the
tackle is
last
made,
month
not a
has scored
problem.
both his first try in the Heineken Cup and the Magnus League. There's Tui. Pinar feeding it inside.
Get in there. Release. Leave it go now.
They've still got it, Ulster. Oh, that's spilled forward by Vandenberg.
1, 2.
That's all.
Straight over the top this time. It's gathered by August. There's Paddy Wallace, caught by Yashvili.
Stay on your feet.
And it's a penalty to Biarritz within 2 minutes of half-time. And this will be another chance for Dimitri Yashvili.
Proverbial kiss of death, because that line out went awry over the back. August pounced on the ball. And again, just before half-time, these 3 points will be vital for Biarritz, because certainly 3-0, I mean, that would have been a fantastic return for Ulster. Ulster will come out, and the boot of Humphries off the likes of BJ Buddha setting the scrum up, and through a forward effort he'll try and do exactly what Biarritz haven't done, get the ball into Biarritz half, use the wind, but crucial for Biarritz that they get something more from this first half.
So Yashvili 20 from 23 in the Heineken Cup so far this season. Can he make it 21 from 24? He can indeed. And Biarritz double their advantage. But will it be enough going into the second half when they play into the wind?
To raise the performance of this Ulster side even further in the second half, all the conditions in their favour, but as they saw from the boot of Damien Try, it's still not easy. You've got to execute things.
And Try, well, he looked at that and let it go, and it's Ulster straight onto the front foot.
No pillars, no pillars.
The rain is lashing down harder than it has done all afternoon.
Come back, Black. Come back, Black.
Well, you can see the two Lunds standing off. Dimitri Yashvili calling the shots. There he is, right underneath his own goalpost. Eric Lund, who spent 10 minutes in the bin in the first half. Every catch has to be made, certainly when you're playing into a win like this.
Get back, get back.
Well, Yashvili is so experienced. He'll have played in conditions like this many, many times. Oh, and there goes Yashvili hacking the ball on. And there's Bolshaw. There's a chance here for Bolshaw. 2 free kicks. Humphries is back. And in the end, look at that. Superb defence. That was Nevin Spence falling on it.
Stay out. Come down, come down.
Pinar. Really, Damien Try. There's Humphries to Paddy Wallace.
Away, Black.
Pinar. There's Darcy, the fullback. A long pass out to Daniele, but it doesn't go to hand. Big year, World Cup year.
Early engaged.
Although I must say that's a long way from players' thoughts on a day like today. That's
Away,
Lacafia.
White. 7 move.
Lacafia, whose father was an Olympic finalist in the javelin 27 years ago. Finished 12th in Los Angeles, former French record holder. I'm not sure how relevant it is to the events today, but quite a thing, isn't it?
Well, Stephen Ferris made a big hit and got in on the ball. Actually, almost had time. He was on 1 foot after a couple of seconds, but was almost looking up at the ref. Big hit from Falloon as well. You see Ferris, he's got the right toe on the ball on his right foot, looking up at the ref. Nigel Owens. Well, we said Humphries has the range from within maybe 5-6 yards inside their own half.
Well, he knocked one over from halfway last week against Treviso. When the weather wasn't good, nothing like today. There's Big Bro looking on.
I think Big Bro might be saying a little prayer or two, because they just need to get themselves into the game. A few points would be great at this stage.
So he missed one in the first half. He's certainly got the length on that one, and he's got the line. And the roar tells the rest.
And when the ball finally came down,
And so then just go home next week to take on Bath, essentially to secure a home quarter-final.
Release.
But we're a long way from done here. 28.5 minutes to go. Ulster playing with a fierce wind at their backs. The
Away,
rain
White.
is still coming down, but it's largely subsided.
Stay.
Let's try. The high ball just hanging up in the wind. Trimble is there. Bolshaw bearing down on him. But Trimble just bounces off the Englishman, and Bolshaw has stayed down. So Biarritz for now essentially down to 14 men. There's Humphries. There's Damien Try. To Haylett Petty. Well, it's a good to Ngwenya out there on the right wing. He's barely touched the ball today, has he? There's a bit of a question mark over Ngwenya's fitness. Well, on the strength of what he's seen in the first 52 minutes, he might as well have stayed at home. A lot yet to be decided there. Same story here at Ravenhill. The rain has gone. Humphries, the chip over the shoulder there of Bolshaw. Across comes Haylett Petty, but it will be a line out 10 metres short of the Biarritz line.
really smart play. The back line was fully loaded, but Humphries, he saw the space, beautiful chip. And look, 1, 2, and it forces Haylett Petty to take it out into touch. A Advantage Ulster, they get the territory and they get the line out. And they've got to click into Munster mode now. They've got to come away from here with points. Refuse to allow Biarritz to clear the lines without giving away some form of points. Drop goal, penalty, doesn't matter, but the line out has to function. Set piece, crucial. The last one went awry.
Well, the decibel level has picked up a couple of notches here at Ravenhill. As Biarritz pack, so powerful. But it is an Ulster ball. There it is. They're keeping it tight. They're within 3 metres. Within 2 metres. There's the ball for Rumpinar if he wants it. I can't imagine this is going particularly wide, though. Edward Coetzee, the loose head prop, you can see there, defending stoutly for Biarritz. There it is again. Pedri Vandenberg has his hands on the ball. There it is again, the pick and the drive, the try line, almost within touching distance. Well, there's a pile of bodies. Nigel Owens is in the perfect place to see anything here. There it is again. Magnus Lund is in there. The referee urges hands away. That instruction being directed at Biarritz. There it is again. The try line within centimetres. And it's been knocked on by Ulster. It's Bosch. Darcy, the fullback. On the Biarritz 22. Pinar, there's Trimble to Vandenberg. Humphreys. That's Wallace. Tui.
Away 3.
The tackle from Thion. Well, you do get a sense, well, the advantage is being played here to Ulster. The penalty straight in front, 25 metres out.
And before this third quarter is out, Ulster have a chance at evening up the scores. And this is the reason that we said in the first half. It's the reason that Biarritz needed more points in the first half. This win makes life so difficult. You get stuck down in your own 22. It's really difficult to get back up the pitch.
Well, we remember that penalty count from the first 40. If that is anything like replicated here, then it will be Ulster's game. He can barely watch. No mistake from Humphreys. After 57 minutes, it's all tied up.
Well, when you look at that face on Coach Brian McLaughlin with the eyes closed, you get a sense of what the significance is of this game, not only for the players, but the coach, and also for the crowd.
Picked up by Lacafia. There's Tranier. Tranier, all 6'2" and 105 kilos.
Roll away, White. Let it come, please. Let it come, White.
Verhoffelau feeds Lund. There's Verhoffelau again, on for Harry Nordicke at half-time. Harry Nordicke, having picked up that knock in warm-up.
Hands away, White.
There's Coetzee. Oh, we haven't seen this sort of stuff from Biarritz in this part of the field in the first hour. And this is what they do so well. That was Lund. Johan Muller putting his shoulder to it. as is Paddy Wallace. Back to Damien Try, the drop goal specialist, but he's pulled it wide. Worth making the point that if this score becomes a result, it's the one result which keeps Bath technically in Pool 4. They will need a lot of things to go their way next weekend, Bath, but Bath would technically still have a chance of qualification. Biarritz rumbling up towards the Ulster 22.
Away. It's a tackle.
There's Lund.
Away, White.
Driven on that time by Watrame.
Move 2, 3, 6, move. Away, Sam.
There's Watrame again. Well, we're where we were a few minutes ago. Keep your eye on Damien Try. He may well slip back into the pocket in a couple of moments. He's not there at the moment. There's Yashvili, just dancing like a boxer there. It's there again for Biarritz. They're within 4 or 5 metres. That's Eric Lund. Support there from Vahafalau.
Last feet. Just keeping your feet all the time. On your feet, Black. Good.
Look at the power here from Biarritz there to within 2 metres. Sylvain Marcone's just about got his shorts still on.
Ball is out.
There it is. Is that Vahafalau just reaching out for the line? This time it's the Ulster defence which is being tested. There's Yashvili. A crucial moment this for Ulster. Ravenhill has fallen very quiet. That's Magnus Lund. Good defence there from Muller. The ball has been knocked on.
Things were just so silent here. The crowd looking on, thinking our players have done so well for the vast majority of the game, and Biarritz going to go up this pitch and come away for the first time because do the rest.
Picked up by Vandenberg, the former Springbok.
Release Black. Ruck.
Pinar. Caught by Bolakoro, quickly taken to Haylett Petty. Haylett Petty sees a bit of a gap. He's looking for Bolakoro, but he just finds Trimble. But Trimble is dumped into touch by Bolakoro, so it will be a Biarritz line-out.
He did very well to get back there because he just slightly bought a dummy on the inside. This gave Haylett Petty the opportunity to break the defensive line. But
well, I can assure you that that clock there is tallied with the official clock, and it shows we've got just a little more than 5 to go.
Away, Black. Right, sorry.
And Ulster will be desperate to get possession here. The French side will be delighted with a draw. There's Vahafalau. Yashvili.
Let it come, White, let it come. Ball is there.
There's August
20 away
with the
through
support
gate,
of Watrame. The clock
Keep
says
it on
4.5
feet,
minutes.
all the time.
It was Eric Lund that time. There's Magnus Lund.
Away, White, do not attack. white. Got the tackler. Last feet.
Yashvili to Benoit Auguste, the tackle from Humphries. Haylett Petty, the fullback.
Stay on your feet, the way out.
There is nothing enterprising about this at all, but as far as Biarritz are concerned, there doesn't need to be. The clock at the moment is very much their friend. There's Yashvili. Lund is standing off. The two Lunds are, in fact. Magnus with the support there of Eric. Through the 12th phase. A little more than 3 minutes to go. They're now inside the Ulster half. It's a penalty against Biarritz. The ball being held in the tackle. And after 12 years, this is what it could boil down to. A single penalty. Ian Humphries, well, he's been on form all season with that left foot. But you can put all that to one side, because it all comes down to this.
Well, I'm sure Ian Humphries has had a lifetime of being compared to big brother David, but so often David Humphries in the last couple of minutes of a game, a penalty, a drop goal, secured the most unlikely of victories. He can't watch, but Ian Humphries has the opportunity to make himself the most popular man in Ulster with this kick.
No problem with the distance, no problem with the line. Ian Humphries met the challenge head on, and he was equal to it. Ulster have a 3-point lead, 2 minutes to go.
Well, as soon as it left his boot, it was never in doubt. He absolutely smashed it. It split the post, and you can see what it means to the spectators here.
So 90 seconds to go. Ulster can't now afford to let it slip. That's how things stand in Pool 4. It'll set things up wonderfully for the final weekend, but we've still got a little more than a minute to go here.
And with a minute to go, it's crucial you play your rugby down in this part of the pitch. You force Biarritz to come up with something absolutely magical. Otherwise, you secure the victory.
Eric Lund. Biarritz, without doubt, will take some comfort in the prospect of a losing bonus point. But that kick cost them 1 point of their own, and more significantly, probably 2 from Ulster as well, because it has become now a straight head-to-head between those two sides. There's Tranier. Bombed. 20 seconds to go. Can Biarritz produce something? They've got 55 metres to go. Damien Traille. Jerome Thion. Well, it's not been pretty. It has been a very nervous occasion. But in the end, Ian Humphries looks as if he's taken his side over the finish line. It's the final phase. Biarritz do have possession, though. There's Damien Traille.
Release right. Last play.
Thion. Yashvili. There's Benoit Auguste. Yashvili again. And Ngwenya just inches away from the touchline over on the far side. The referee's blown his whistle. That will be the final action of the match. And Ulster have done it, but how it sets things up for next week.
It does. This Heineken Cup, it just throws up so many quality matches going into round 6. The win is Ulster's, but the losing bonus point for Biarritz keeps them very much alive. It will go down to the line, but look at the body language. Ulster will not care. They've got that victory. And my Heineken Cup man of the match, Ian Humphreys. Those 2 long-distance kicks, and in particular that final one, clinched it for Ulster. Tremendous composure, and he deserves it for that alone.